Hello, Glitchtopia tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles with me, Blue Ankylo. Hopefully today finishing this mission we're on here to open up the rail switches. Hopefully you watched the episode last time and you sort of know what's going on. At the end of last episode, while trying to use these ladders to climb up and try to flamethrow the Gatling bunkers, I lost a whole bunch of troops due to some weird glitch. I did a little bit of research, and apparently it's a fairly common bug for the PC version. So there's that. Now on the replay, I mean this hasn't been a very difficult map, to be honest. Like, this is a pretty easy one compared to some of the previous ones that I've been doing. I think things went pretty smoothly. I did very similar to the version you guys saw last time, except the main difference was with Alicia here. After I ran her around, instead of heading, you know, straight over here like a fool and getting murdered by the Gatling bunker, I ran her up to the base, and I actually moved her just in range. The tank right here was doing exactly the same thing as it did last time with its radiator open, so she shot him from relatively long range and blew him up. And that's it. I have started to deploy a shock trooper at each base up front. You can see 2 underway. I don't know if there's any way to show you, like, who is on the way, but there's 2 shock troopers, 1 on each side, and a scout at each side used to capture. I did kill the enemy ace over here, and I again haven't actually checked. I mean, Alicia was right here. I think she would have seen any enemies hiding in that grass, probably. I didn't clear out any mines this time. Having these 3 here, I was planning on pushing through, but it actually turned out easier to have Alicia run around, kill the tank that was here, and then just run up here, grab that, and move. It turned out to be kind of faster that way than moving up through the middle like we did last time. Also, I highly recommend the sniper turrets. From there, you can actually kill the enemies in the trenches, as well as the enemy ace, the guy that comes around the corner, basically everybody. So it's a pretty good place for a sniper. But yeah, I mean, I figured most of this out on the first try. Anyway, I think I know what my last couple actions are for this round 3. I'm actually pretty sure we can kill this guy while staying out of sight of the Gatling bunker.
Moving out.
So, Alicia, she's got 1 grenade left. She's gonna hug it in over here. She is close enough to hit this guy with her grenade launcher. It's kind of what I was planning on to start today's episode. Blow him up. Now, if it wasn't for the bunker,
What?
I could quite certainly run up there and... Yeah, I think even Alicia, with full HP, I could run up there, hide behind the sandbag, next turn kill this trooper and capture, and we'd win on turn 3. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure this tower would destroy us. Now, I was thinking about it, and maybe what I should have done instead of deploying the shock troopers is used a defense order on Alicia so that she takes less damage from these towers, and then just run her in anyway. But I thought that was kind of cheating. So I figure we'll go with a turn 4 victory, because I want to test out killing those bunkers up top. Because, well, the game suggested we do that, and I wanna play it the way you're supposed to, if possible. Besides, I mean, if I get a B rank for 4 turns, I don't, whatever, it's fine. Alright, let's just pull her. I think when you're underneath the tower, it doesn't seem to get a shot, but let's pull her out of any kind of danger anyway. She should be totally okay over here. And that will do for turn 3, alright. But yeah, I would like to test out my theory on the flamethrowing on the bunkers, so... We're gonna try to use a shock trooper next turn. That was the enemy reinforcements, Ken. So they've got nobody left right now, so... Other than their glitch-fest ladders, there's nothing to save them now. And I definitely feel that those mortars are completely pointless. Like, they do almost nothing on a map this large. They don't focus them on, like, choke points. There might have been a... I don't know where they could fire them. Maybe if they just continually fired them on their own bases, they might have stopped me from... I don't know. I can't really see any way that those mortars are going to cause you much problem anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, none of that's going to make any difference. We're going to win or not. If the mortars fired as soon as you walked in the circles, yeah, that'd be trouble. But because it's at the end of the turn, you can just walk right through and it's nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a save down. And I'm going to try those ladders one more time, seeing as I've reloaded everything. And maybe we can just walk up there and burn them. If not, I'm going to try to go the long way. And hopefully we can get there on a couple actions. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to hit them from the bottom with a flamethrower. We have to climb these stupid ladders. Yeah, it just instantly just fall through. Okay, so it seems like those ladders are just totally glitched out. There's nothing you can do. So, if you're playing along, as I always say, I would recommend saving before you try to go up those ladders. They may or may not work. Try to have a backup plan.
Roger.
Anyway, let's go the other way around now. I definitely don't feel like reloading on this is cheese, because those, I mean, it was totally glitching. Bugs. Bugs are bugs.
Enemy found.
Alright, now, this one should be easy enough to burn. It actually takes 2 flamethrowers. Gersh darn it all. I wish, I bet you if I had, remember there's like a custom flamethrower we have? I think Rosie has it. I bet you she could one-shot it. Oh well. I don't really care about the cannon bunkers, but what I really want to see is if I can kill the Gatling turrets. I'm just gonna keep moving Hans. I mean, I could finish this Gatling bunker off right now, or the cannon. Let's find out what happens. We got lots of command points. It's nothing to worry about. And you get infinite flamethrower ammo, so you might as well, I guess. So that guy, no more mortars. I don't think it's really worth it. I was mostly wondering if it caused like some sort of chain reaction that blew up the next one, which would have been cool. Yeah, I don't think Hans was going to get close enough to get a shot on that turn anyway. So finishing off the bunker was fine. So if you've got a lot of command points, going the long way gets you to where you were going to go anyway. Thing is, how does going up here... I guess we're close enough to the opening that this is going to count. You can see it says 2 shots to kill. Yeah, okay. It's weird, but I guess it works. It seems like you're just throwing fire at the wall and not actually into the bunker from this angle, but...
Roger.
If it works, it works. Don't argue. Yeah, alright. Anyway, that does it for this side. So it would take... What was that? 4 command points? Yeah, it takes about 4 command points to get a shock trooper all the way up, seeing as you have to go the long way. I think if you could take the short way, it would just take 2, obviously. Let's do it on the other side as well, I guess. I mean, we only need 1 action to win the map, so... We're gonna clear this map 100%. Whether you like it or not. It's what I'm gonna do. Plus, I don't get to use Vice very often.
Galleons at 3 o'clock.
Vice is cool.
600 meters.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like, you know, you don't have to hit it straight in the middle. You can definitely hit, like, the side of the bunker. I was thinking, because, like, with mortar shots, you have to hit it right in the little, the hole, basically, or else it does little, like, it's kind of like a critical hit if you hit it right in the middle. With the flamethrower, I guess it just doesn't matter. AoE attack, I guess. I just didn't understand how the flamethrower would work. Maybe that's all it is. It's just my own misunderstanding.
I'll take care of it.
Alright, make sure you use the flamethrower. Don't waste your action using your gun. I don't even think we get experience for killing these towers, but I think it feels good, right? You gotta do what feels good. You know, maybe this is close enough to hit them with your flamethrower anyway, I don't know. Actually, one thing I want to find out here is what happens if you hit the door at the back.
These paved roads always
Well, that sucks. Can you just shoot the back of the bunker? You can! Wow, that actually, that answers another question, too. Cool. Okay. So, there you go. I mean, maybe they explained that on Flamethrower 101 course that I sort of skimmed through. But yeah, apparently you could just shoot the door at the back.
Today's the wrong day to mess with me.
Super damage. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is a little bit unrealistic. You're just shooting a steel door. The door would certainly get hot, but the guys behind the door, unless they're holding onto the handle or something or leaning against it, I can't imagine them ever even noticing that. Of course, then it explodes, so I don't understand that either. Anyway, point is, I think we win. You gotta have some fun, right? Alright.
Okay.
So, Alicia, I mean, there should be, unless there's a mine or something, this should be pretty straightforward. There is a mine, but it's not a big a deal. Hopefully I didn't miss any on my walk over, or else I'm gonna feel really bad. I think I hit all three.
Yes,
there we go.
We've hit all 3 of the switches.
Thanks, Vulcan.
Excellent job, Lieutenant Gunther.
You're welcome, Varrett.
All right. We're sending the explosives down. Once we blow the gate, we storm in.
Please tell the troops not to climb any ladders. They're dangerous.
Yes, Captain.
Alright. Now we find out if 4 turns is enough for an A. 3 I could see being possible if you're really quick. Go, train, go! Kablooey. Very nice.
Operation complete. The road's open, Sevens.
Well, that's an A anyway, so 4 turns is a lot. You don't even need to rush as much as I rushed. Seems like that was a pretty easy mission, honestly. Oh, and I think last episode I didn't notice it, but the second tank I killed was a named tank. Might have even been a destroyer. Like, turns out scouts with damage boost just totally demolish tanks. Doesn't matter how big they are. It's pretty awesome. ZM Car 5. Okay. Another 5. Didn't we already get one of those last time? Oh, yeah, we got all kinds of good rewards this time. Sorry this wasn't in the last episode, of course.
Great. There's a clear path to
That's
the
how it
Citadel.
goes.
Proud warriors of Gallia, I must commend you. You have breached Ghirlandio's gates.
Thanks. Oh, she's got a gun.
Look up there. The Valkyria.
We meet again. It looks like fate is toying with us.
You have already defeated me once, as a Valkyria.
Still, I have come to fight you again.
Too bad I have Oscar on a
It's a
tower
matter
right
of
now.
pride.
Kill her, Oscar.
But this time, I will face you as a woman.
A woman?
This will be our last time then. One of us is going to die here.
Honestly, Oscar's in the
Now.
perfect shot to snipe her.
We fight!
Oscar could have killed her while she was rambling there. Super easily. I know where she was standing. In fact, we would have had a shock trooper standing right beside her. Silly games. Alright, well, Silveria's last stand. That'll come up soon enough. Let's take a moment here. I'm just going to make a new save at this point. I should probably have been making spare saves all along rather than just overwriting the same ones. It's a newbie Let's Player mistake that can make you... If your video's ever corrupt, it's a big deal. Let's go back to headquarters. See if we get anything new. I know we can get some medals at the very least. Or medals / guns. Either one would be acceptable. Blah, blah, blah. Give me the medals. Alright, we got... a sparkly medal of... righteousness. No? Holy shield, alright.
Furthermore,
And guns! It's a medal and gun day. What do we get? Are they new? I think we were up to the level 3s last time. S1R. Might be new. I think this is going to be a new set of weapons then. Yeah, I bet you this is... maybe not. I don't know. Look, I'm not complaining. I'm just happy to get the guns. And what do you even call those? Lances, rocket launchers, lancer launchers.
may your allegiance...
Alright, thanks there. She doesn't... I mean, it seems like the princess... She doesn't really do a whole lot other than give you guns. I mean, not like I'm complaining. It's just... Stop by, say hello, gives you a couple new guns. It's all good. Could have worse princesses, I guess. At least
again, son.
Better than baking you a cake.
I'm
Alright, nothing new today. That's fine. Wonder if he's ever going to tell us his name. I wonder if he, like, knows Welkin's father or something. Some sort of backstory we just haven't unlocked yet. I don't expect much here because we haven't finished the chapter yet. But we have seen some stuff unlocked mid-chapter before. So I just want to, you know, cycle through it real quick. Sometimes weapons unlocks mid-chapter, it seems. And you don't want to miss out on a weapon upgrade, right? Nothing there. Yeah, there you go. Better machine guns. I'll take it. We really do have a ton of money. Let's, just for interest's sake, let's see how the multi-shot, the clip size version would do. Still only 30 shots. We'll just do a little teeny bit of math here to see how it's comparing. So, I mean, those aren't much better. Like, that was a pretty weak upgrade. But, assuming a defense of 0, that would do, what, 690 damage, I think? You know, math. This one would do, assuming 0 defense, 640 damage. But everything has defense, so it's not really that clear. I think still the M21 is a bit better than the Mag 11. For interest's sake, we'll just buy all these. I'm curious now. I know we've got a ton of money, so it's like not a big deal. Just gotta make sure I change the weapons back in the barracks. So, you know, 5 less shots, quite a lot less damage per shot. But it gives you the attack down debuff. I don't know. You could probably put these to good use. They're not really my style. I'm not really a status debuffer in very many games. It's just not the way I like to play very often. But, I mean, I do understand the attack down is like divide by 2, basically. So if the enemy had a 32 damage per shot, this, if they got affected by the attack down, they'd turn that into a 16 damage per shot. Which might mean they just do 1 damage per hit if your defense is high enough. Which is significant. Especially if you're in cover or something. But, oh well. No new lances. I mean, okay, for interest's sake, let's see how the mortars would do if we upgraded them. We'll blow a bit of money here today, quick. Just want to see how high the damage would get. Not that high. 375 to personnel. Relatively good aim. I assume it's like an arcing weapon, kind of like a grenade or the mortar on the tank. So the aim isn't a huge deal, but I don't know. I like lancers with rockets, basically. Mortars, the enemy doesn't cluster up very often. So, like, the time these are really good when you have a bunch of people in cover all clustered together. But it doesn't happen hardly ever, in my opinion. Ah, this is good, though. Another 5 damage on the sniper rifle. I'll take that. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to be upgrading the other sniper rifles because I don't even care. There's no way they're as good. Ah, the flamethrower. That's also very handy. The easier it is to one-shot enemies with shock troopers flamethrowers, like that's a big difference. 50 damage. These upgrades seem really, really valuable. Yeah, I like that. And we only have 1 grenade left. We're almost done. Armor, no armor, probably no shock armor. That's fine. Okay, cool. Worth going back to base, though, for machine guns and the sniper rifles. And also the tank upgrades. Okay, this is just a flat, better mortar upgrade. I mean, I don't seem to use the tanks very often because of their high command point cost, but if I am going to use them, an extra 130 damage and a larger blast radius sounds good. Can't complain about that. Still got a couple on that chain. And a little bit of just passive body defense. Yeah, sure.
Here you
Buy a more tread HP, more radiator defense. I mean, you know, I might as well buy them, right? I still think it's possible the Edelweiss will get another upgrade at some point, maybe. That will unlock a larger a grid for upgrades. I don't know, but it's possible. Still got a periscope. This will be what I want. The upgrade, the accuracy. Like this will probably be, I'm guessing, 20 accuracy and maybe 3x3 or something. And I'll definitely want to try to fit that in. All right, and then the Shamrock, similarly, might need an upgrade. Yeah, a little bit more HP. You know, can't complain. At least it can tank damage a little bit better like this. Even if I'm not using it, the enemy might shoot at it. And if it lasts a little bit longer, that's fine. Radiator up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not using these hardly ever. Like, I feel like for the most part,
It's done.
90% of the time, if my radiator gets hit, it's my own fault. Sometimes the AI is a little bit cheesy, but mostly it would be my mistake for placing my tank in a dangerous spot so that they can Lancer me right in the back. Like that would be a mistake most of the time. Oh, there should have been I have to check the items. There should be another firing calculator, but maybe for the idle device this time. Anyway, this gives a total of +5 for that, and no, +5 for this, +15 for that. Total of 20 more accuracy. Definitely worth it. It's pretty good stuff. Accuracy seems, you know, to be the king of stats, in my opinion. So let's see. Did you get a new, No? So, did I just get the same upgrade for the Shamrock twice, then? Even though you can only equip it once? Periscope. No, I bought the periscope. The firing calculator was the thing I unlocked. But I thought I unlocked it, like, last episode, seeing if, I mean, it was already equipped. I had to have done it last time. Maybe I'm gonna have to check the video later on, but I'm pretty sure at the end of that mission we just finished, they said I got another one of these. I didn't miss it on the idle device or something? Or maybe it's like... No, here it is. I'm dumb. +20 accuracy right here on the bottom. It didn't say new, I think. Maybe that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Maybe it did say new. So it takes 4 slots for +20 accuracy. I like it. We would have to unequip quite a lot of stuff. How could we rearrange this? I mean, I could unequip that because it's cheap. Well, it's small. That's what I'm trying to say. Critical defense is good, but like I said, it's kind of my own mistake if I need it. Put this there, and then I've got a 2x1. Yeah, I definitely want to keep the magazine. I can either give myself 5 more accuracy or 70 defense or 50 defense and 5. Yeah, we'll do that. Seeing as it kind of feels like the small ones, like it doesn't scale double, like it kind of scales non-linearly, like logarithmically would be the scale. For 1 square, you get 50 defense. For 2 squares, you get 70. It's only +70. For 3 squares, you get 130. Whereas, if you could just fill it up with a bunch of these 1x1s, that would be way more efficient. So, like, the bigger ones, although they have a higher number, they're less efficient on your square usage. Does that make sense? Although, that one would be the same. That one's 200, so 50 per square. This one's 300, 50 per square. So those two are at least fair. But these two are a little bit less efficient than the 1x1. Whatever. You know, seeing as I barely use these things anyway, I'm not going to stress. But anyway, I expect the next time we use the idle device, if I ever remember, the mortar is going to be, or not the mortar, the anti-armor shot is going to be incredibly accurate, which is good. If I do want to use that tank, I don't want to miss. That's actually, I would say, one of the reasons I don't use the tanks very much is because it costs 2 command points, and if they miss, that's like missing 2 shots with a normal unit. It's kind of what I would say. And they do have pretty low accuracy. Okay, 88k, not a ton of experience. If I want to get 2 people leveled up, We'll definitely do this. I'm probably gonna try to get the scouts up to level 20 first, or at least whatever their fourth potential. Because scouts, I mean, I'm using scouts a lot lately. It's either lancers or engineers. Let's get lancers a little bit caught up here. I may have to do some grinding at the end to get everyone to level 20 before the final battle if I want. Maybe. We'll see how I feel. Oh, and that was actually high enough for the scopes. I was just talking about that. Sweet. So our new potential. Well, that looks good. Double movement. You have a chance to move twice consecutively. That sounds amazing. Ted. Ultimate evade. Well, I mean, evasion... How often have you seen evasion on my side make any difference? Almost never. It's cool when it happens, but if I'm playing correctly, the enemy, like that last mission, basically doesn't get any shots on you at all if you do it properly. If you keep people out of line of sight, if you kill the enemy quickly, if you just, you don't have to worry about this very often. It's more important to have this resist crossfire because you're running up to them while they're shooting at you. And this reduces interception fire. I don't believe you get... Like, evasion doesn't matter when it's your turn. It only matters on the enemy's turn. So, there's that. Nochi's got concentration. Occasionally able to make all shots hit a single point. So does that mean you have, like, absolute perfect accuracy? If that applies? That'd be cool. If that just is basically... forces them to have perfect accuracy. You can just get a headshot every single bullet. Another concentration, another double movement. Okay. Good to know, good to know. So I probably won't level the scouts up until I get the rest of the level 4 potentials. As much as getting them to max would be cool, I kind of think the level 4 potentials, they have the sound, like so far, they sound like those are going to be like the best skills in the game, probably. Except for, like, you know, Valkyria special skills. But they look like they have the potential to be, the best potentials. Still no new units. I wonder if I've got all... I can't have them all. There's no way. There's got to be more. Maybe I've unlocked as many recruits as I'm going to get. I haven't seen any new ones in a while. You could theoretically... I think you have to recruit them to see if they get a different... battle potential then, like, you can't see what their 4 battle potentials are until you've admitted them to your group and moved someone else. Also, for their personal potentials, you don't unlock them all until you've used them in battle a few times. So, whatever, we know what we know. I'm not going to change anyone right now. I might get rid of Nochi eventually, but whatever. I don't think it's a big deal at the moment. The Welkin hater isn't a big deal. Because the scouts are generally running off on their own 90% of the time. So, quick double check for guns. S11s are the correct one, except that we do have new ones. The S1R. Well, let's start with Alicia, I guess, because she's always going to be on the map. So, S11s are the AIM version. X11s are the stat degrade, and the A's... I don't even know what the A's were. Well, more... No? Not more damage. I don't even know what they were. Do these fire extra shots or something? I can't even remember the 3 scout rifles. I forget. Bad Ankylo. Anyway, the point is, this is new. The S1R. We also got the ZM car from the Ace. This thing... At least for the ZM cars, it's the most accurate. And the range is, well, pretty bad. Probably B aim and the longest range is probably what I'm going to go with. 37 damage versus 29. It's significant. It's not bad. You lose 50 range for 8 extra damage per shot. That's probably worth it. I only have one, so we'll just give that to Alicia, I guess. And then the rest of the scouts, I don't know. I've been bringing Nochi a lot. The 3Rs probably aren't really as good as the S11s. Well, You're only losing 2 damage. They're 29 damage and to 30, you know, 35. I don't think I'm going to use the ZM cars. The range is too low for my liking. Even though they, I mean, I will definitely admit they do a ton of damage. It's pretty amazing. But I like the problem with scouts, I'm going to say, is if you get them close enough to a shock trooper to use this weapon, they're going to die. So the only way a scout can kill a shock trooper, unless they're sneaking behind them, is to have outranged them, basically. It doesn't matter on a sniper, because you're going to be able to kill them with the low damage anyway. A Lancer, you can walk right up point blank. You can hit them headshot either way, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 3 Rs for the rest of the scouts, or for at least a couple. Who's my next likeliest to take out? I think I take Frisia fairly often, so we'll give her the other 3R, and that's it for now. So, 3 scouts, or 3 scouts with 350 range. The other 2 have a slightly longer range, slightly less damage, that's fine. For machine guns, we do have 10 Rs. 220 range, 33 damage, sounds pretty good. I didn't even notice that. I must have given Rosie the really short-range weapon. Is that worth it? 40 damage for really, really low range? Or should I just give her the 10R? Or just stick with the... 200 range. 220 range. A little bit of extra range isn't bad. Or keep it short. You know, I bet you this causes me more problems because I forget about it. Even though it does good damage, because the range is like half, I probably mess up more often than not. And I don't move Bridget close enough. Also, if you're moving close, why would you necessarily even use your gun? Because the flamethrowers are so good. So keep the troopers with longer range weapons. Also, I should check the flamethrowers. Yeah, she's got a really good close combat flamethrower. Yeah, think about that. A range 90 for a flamethrower that will one-shot just about anything. Why would you want to have a short-range machine gun with that? 120 is just barely longer than 90. Yeah, that's that. I was doing that wrong. That was kind of dumb, now that I think about it. The Final Fantasy VI, the best of the Final Fantasies, is not as good as the VBW12, so somebody has that. Jane has that, and that's fine. And then we just want to make sure everyone has the right machine gun here. Bear with me, guys. M3Rs. It's definitely an upgrade to go to the 10Rs. We'll give Jane the other 10R, because she's got the special flamethrower. So I've got to try to remember, Jane is slightly better equipped than the rest of them. Rosie, obviously, but Jane as well. And then, I don't know, the rest of these guys. 3Rs are pretty good. The M21 would be my default trooper weapon. And then the 3R would do... Actually, not as good. So yeah, since we got this last machine gun upgrade, it's actually better than a 3R. Unless you're fighting armor, but that doesn't matter. Right? Yeah, okay. Let me just switch everyone over to the, 21. M21, yeah. No 3Rs. If I hit the whole class, that'll reset Rosie in that as well, so we don't want to do that. This is not going to make much difference. It's only +1 damage, but, you know. Let's get it done so I don't forget. And the M11, that was the attack down. It's definitely got its uses, I'll admit it, but it's all good. Alright, and then everyone's got flamethrowers. Okay, Lancers. Probably all got switched over to the mortar by accident, so we can just switch them all back to the Thymer, and then double check. I will give Largo the new Thymer MO1 because it has a little bit more range, it's a little bit better versus people. Actually, the aim is probably the biggest difference. Because if I'm trying to hit a radiator, that's going to make it a little bit easier. So, there you go. Largo gets the special lance. The engineers, I think, you know, they're doing fine with the defense down. That's acceptable. They can stay like that. And then the snipers, they do have a new one. GS-10R, 145 damage. Considerably more damage than the GSR-21, but not an A rank. And I'm just going to take the A rank. Same, it's actually relatively equivalent, I would say. Plus 30 damage is good, for sure it's good. But, AA means snipers hitting in the head is really what they're supposed to do, so that's the plan. Okay. Nothing else I can change on equipment. I'm pressing down here just to make sure I can't, like, equip them. Because you can change, like, the flamethrowers. But you can't change the grenade launchers. Okay. Done. Okay. Let's, oh man, 35 minutes already? I guess this could be another interlude episode because the next part is Silveria's last stand. So, sorry, folks, but today's episode was an interlude. Next episode, I'll try to focus on fighting this battle. I mean, there's a lot of story and stuff to go on, so one day story, one day battle. It's probably okay that way around. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and wish me luck for what I assume will be a little bit harder than the last mission. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Yada, yada, yada.